What up, St. Louis? What up, the world? It is your buddy Josh back here with another edition of the Scene Talks podcast. Now, as you can see, I'm coming to you live from the Scene Studios because we are bringing you in this episode a double feature of some of our interviews that we did down at the Riverbeat Music Festival in Memphis. Some really great conversations. We're going to start off with up-and-comer Lina Beach. Now, Lina Beach is a local Memphis musician. She's signed to Royal Studios. She's in the midst of working on an album. She's on the soundtrack for the movie Sinners, the #1 movie around, I believe, still. Just a really great interview and a really cool spot. We got to talk to her at the festival on a Ferris wheel with a beautiful sunset behind us. Everything about this is perfect. Take a look for yourself. Here is our interview with the lovely and wonderful Lina Beach. Ladies and gentlemen, it is The Scene coming to you live on tape once again from the Riverbeat Music Festival. We're here with Lina Beach coming to you live from the riverside here of Memphis. We are coming to you live from the Ferris wheel. I don't think this has ever been done in the history of recorded anything.
This is a first.
This is a first. This is an exclusive, and you'll never see anything like it again because who else could pull it off?
Hell yeah.
But we are here with the wonderful Lina Beach. She played here at the festival this weekend. And go ahead and let everybody know that might not be familiar with you, who you are, and who is Lina Beach.
So I'm an artist, guitarist, musician, songwriter. I'm originally from Nashville, but I found my home in Memphis, Tennessee. I came here for college, and I found my way as an intern to Royal Studios, the mecca of soul music, created by Willie Mitchell, who discovered Al Green and led to a string of hits that really influenced the whole world. So me as an intern, I'm soaking up all the soul, everything. And one day the producer, Boo Mitchell, Grammy Award-winning legend from Memphis, he hears me on guitar and tries me out on sessions and says I sound like Teenie Hodges, Al Green's legendary guitar player. So now I'm traveling the world with the high rhythm section, playing the music of Memphis while writing and recording my first album at Royal Studios.
Well, there you go. If you didn't know, now you know it all, everybody.
There it is.
So it's been a whirlwind year for you. You've been recording the album.
Yeah.
Album's getting ready to come out. What's going on, everybody?
What's up, y'all?
Album's getting ready to come out. You're also on the soundtrack for the #1 movie in, I think, the galaxy right now.
Oh my gosh. Sinners.
Sinners, out in theaters now. Go check it out. Please, do it quick. So you're on this soundtrack. How crazy is it to just be a part of something that has blown up this way, but also something that is so reflective of Memphis and the history and the soul and the music and everything in Memphis?
It's so surreal, but it's such an honor to be someone who really loves this music. It's influenced my whole life, but also all of us have been impacted by the blues, by Memphis, by the Delta, and I was actually able to go with Boo Mitchell and the director and composer Ludwig Göransson and Ryan Coogler on a tour of the Delta, and we just talked Memphis, we talked the blues, and then to play on it with the high rhythm section, it's like carrying this music and this legacy into the new generation and really telling a story so authentically. It's pretty powerful, so definitely check it out if you can.
Yeah, definitely everybody get out there, see it. It's a hit. What can you say? Because it's Memphis and Michael B. Jordan. So being from Tennessee, from Nashville originally, then you make it out here to Memphis.
Yeah.
And on the heels of everything that's been going on, now you're here at the Riverbeat Music Festival in Memphis, where you live, getting to play in front of all these people. How amazing is that feeling? And to be a part of just seeing all the people come out and hear the local people that are on the bill here.
It's such an honor. I feel so loved and supported. And for a local artist like me, just a few years ago, I didn't even have the confidence in myself to do what I'm doing now. I never could have dreamed this, and it's really launching me and pushing me to be the best I can. Just showing me the people that came out really just loved it, and it's life affirming. It feels like I'm on the right track, and I have a lot I can share with y'all. So we're just getting started, but it was a huge honor.
Yeah, it's been a great time down here. All the local bands that we've got to talk to, that we got to see. Memphis really has a scene here, y'all. We're going to do our best to try to, maybe do a little cross promotion here, bring a little bit of Memphis to St. Louis.
Right.
Maybe bring a little bit of St. Louis to Memphis,
Let's do
all
it.
that. Let's spread the love.
Right down the Mississippi.
Absolutely.
Right up the Mississippi.
Right down 55. It's just one highway the whole way, 4 hours. It's not that big a deal, y'all. Okay, so what's next for Lina Beach? You have the album coming out. What do we have a date on that? Do we know when that's coming out?
No, I have singles coming this fall.
Okay.
And then the album is being mixed right now, and we're putting a team together, doing all the behind the scenes, so that next year it's really ready to go. But in the meantime, I'm going on tour with the High Rhythm section in July to Europe, to London, Finland, and we're gonna get out there.
Well, make sure if you're in any of those places, you go out and see Lina Beach. Make sure that you go and stream her, listen to all of her stuff, check out her videos. Where can everybody see you out there on the net?
Well, you can find me on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, anything. Lina Beach Music, Lina Beach, just like the beach. And I got a website coming soon. I'm doing all the work, and I got music to share. So I'm really excited. Thanks for talking.
Hey, thank you for being here with
Yeah.
us. Oh no, what happened? This thing's moving on its own. Okay. Yeah, I think they're also about to kick us off the Ferris wheel. So thank you so much for stopping by. Everybody,
Yeah.
go make sure you listen to, follow, check out everything that's going on with Lina Beach. Trust me, this is a star in the making. The next
you,
big
guys.
thing. I mean, she's going from the Ferris wheel to,
Right.
Your hometown soon.
To the whole world.
Well, thank you so much once again for coming on
Thank you.
and enjoying the Ferris wheel and the sights. I mean, look at this, everybody. Who else is
It's
bringing you
freaking
anything like this?
beautiful.
Look, and look at these guys. They're having a great time, too. Aerial view brought to you by me hoping I don't drop the phone.
Oh my God.
Look at that.
This is amazing.
This girl is terrified.
She's scared.
All right, guys, I thought we were getting off, but I guess we're going to hang out here for a little bit longer.
spinning.
Hey, I mean, shoot, let's freestyle here. So what
Right.
else is happening with Lina Beach?
Oh my gosh.
What do you have on your mind? What do you want to talk about while the Ferris wheel's still going?
Man, Willie Mitchell. Just look him up. Look up the music and hear how Memphis has really changed everything. Yeah.
What are your thoughts on the current state of the Memphis Grizzlies?
You know what? I should be keeping up more, but there's so many changes, and I know John can't catch a break.
This is true. According to him, they would have won that last series if he hadn't have got hurt. All right, guys, I think that's enough for us here. For everybody at home, that was Lina Beach
Thanks,
and
y'all.
me, and this ride lasted 3 times as long as we were told it was going to. But we'll see you all later.
Bye.
Who's bringing you content like this on the Ferris wheel? Nobody, but the scene is doing it. Thank you to Lina Beach so much for taking some time to sit with us. Next, we have an interview with legendary producer. He runs Royal Studios down in Memphis. He's worked with Al Green. He's worked with Bruno Mars. He's worked with Mark Ronson. He's won Grammys. He basically put together the artist for the soundtrack for the Sinners movie, as well as just doing... I mean, we could sit here forever telling you just the accomplishments he's had, but great conversation with him. Got a chance to talk about a couple different things. So here is our talk with legendary producer, Boo Mitchell. What up, St. Louis? What up, the world? We are back for another chat here on the scene from Riverbeat Music Festival. We are joined by the Memphis legend, Grammy Award winning guy who's worked with everybody in the business at some point. Ladies and gentlemen, Boo Mitchell is joining us right now. Boo, how are you? And thank you for joining us, sir.
Thank you. I'm good.
Yeah, thank you for joining us. For the people that might not be aware, the youngsters at home, give everybody a little bit of a rundown about, who is Boo Mitchell?
Oh my God. Okay. Try to keep this 60 seconds or less. Boo Mitchell, co-owner of Royal Studios, music producer, songwriter, famous for engineering. John Mayer, Bruno Mars, Wu-Tang Clan, Al Green. Worked on the new Sinners movie with Ryan Coogler and Ludwig Göransson, and I think that's enough.
Yeah, I mean, that's a lot of things to get to. So, I mean, you listed some of the names you've worked with. Being in the industry as long as you have and all the things that you've done, especially being able to do some of this work in the studio here in Memphis, what does that mean for you? And just what kind of an experience has it been being able to be around all these people?
Man, it means the world to me because Memphis is where the world got its music from. It's the home of the blues, rock and roll, and soul. My father, Willie Mitchell, invented the Memphis soul sound in the 50s, and then came Stax and discovered Al Green and American and all these things. So it's always full circle to me when people come to Memphis to get their music and just, reverence the city and the history. And, we're still doing things. So we're taking it forward to the future. We have a lot of history and nostalgia, but we're still manage to be futuristic as well.
Oh, absolutely. Well, and taking both sides of that, you were saying, talking about the movie Sinners, huge, blew up, #1 movie, all these things. What does it mean to you, especially to have been from here, to done all this work here, and now there's this movie out that's not only #1 movie, but the soundtrack is just full of, you helped with so much of it, so much blues artists on there. What is it like to be a part of something like that?
It's a huge honor, and it makes me, I'm proud of my city, and to be from this area, it means the world to me that, again, people are still coming and reverencing our sound and our vibe, because so many people get inspired in Memphis. Even the name Memphis is in more songs than any other city in the world. It's in like over 2,000 songs.
Yeah.
Drake keeps putting it in a song just about every album. So, I have it's a huge honor. It's a blessing. I feel very fortunate to be from this city and to have the kind of legacy that I was born into, and to be able to still perpetuate that legacy throughout the world today.
Yeah, and I mean, okay, I'm just going to go ahead and try to get one story out of you. Since you've worked with so many legends of this business, Grammy Awards, all the different things, who was one person that you got to work with where you really just kind of sat there and just thought, wow, like, we're making something together and this is going to be good?
Man, honestly, one of my favorites, in my generation is Mark Ronson. I obviously recorded Uptown Funk, but I recorded his whole album and got to sit there with him, and it was just amazing to work with. He reminded me a lot of my dad, and because I worked with my dad, and he had a lot of the same kind of approach and the same energy and how he did things. So that was a magical, amazing album, and everybody's on that album. Kevin Parker from Tame Impala, Trombone Shorty, Dap Kings, Bruno, Mystical, Stevie Wonder. Is like, it was like a dream team.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's a lot of people to put on one record for sure, and just like, how could it not be amazing? So we're here at Riverbeat Fest. You were a part of helping, get people together, get some of the music set up here. What does it mean to, after everything that happened with Beale Street Music Festival, Riverbeat's here in its second year, much bigger than it was the first year, it looks like it's only on the rise right now. What is it like to be a part of this and to be able to set something up that's not only bringing the people of Memphis here, but people from across the country come to see what y'all have to offer?
Man, I think this Riverbeat Festival and the folks at Mempo presents, I think this is one of the best curated festivals, not just for Memphis, but anywhere in the world. I go to festivals and shows all over the world, and I watch a lot of my shows from backstage. And every now and then, I go out and to general population and kind of see what the consumer feels. And for me, walking around just as a festival goer, this is like a top-notch experience. The music, the cleanliness of the festival, it's a great thing for Memphis, and the artistry. I mean, this is the first. I mean, Beale Street Music Festival was great. It had its run, but this festival feels like it's more for Memphians than things in the past, because we're putting local artists on the same big stages as these major artists, and not sticking them in a little tent, but our local artists are playing all the same stages, and it's such a morale booster for an up-and-coming artist to say, hey, I played this festival, and to get the back line, and and artist catering, and just all of the things and experiences that A-list celebrity would get. I think it means a lot to the city, and it means a lot to the artist. And you see a lot of people that performed yesterday, and they're here today enjoying the festival, and that's something that you don't really normally see. People normally do their thing and go home, but a lot of our locals, I know 8 Ball is coming back today. Like, man, I want to see Anderson .Paak. So, it's really good. I think it's a great thing for Memphis in the future of our music scene. This is one of the most important things that that has happened in the past 20 years, I would say.
Yeah, it's really fantastic that there are so many of the local acts here because, you say it's kind of, this festival is more catered towards the local crowd, but then the people that are coming in from out of town, they get to see these Memphis acts and they go home and they go, I saw these guys, you got to listen to them. And then it just turns into a whole spread.
Man, we keep knocking it out of the park with artists, with major artists that love Memphis.
Yeah.
People, these artists love Memphis.
Yeah.
I was with Chuck D last night, and he was like, "Man, I just love." He's
Their
been
show is
sampling
fantastic.
Memphis music,
Yeah.
God, since the beginning. And I got to show him Rural Studios this morning, and it's like every year we keep one up in Missy Elliott. Her biggest song, "Super Duper Fly," is an Ann People sample, another Memphis record. And a lot of these artists have such a respect for the city musically, and they want to play this festival. So we're able to get, like, Lauryn Hill hadn't done a show with the Fugees for years, but he came to Memphis and played our festival and loved every moment of it, because a lot of these people are inspired by Memphis music, and our reach musically as a music city is a lot of times more broader than we realize.
Right. Yeah, no, I mean, I was talking to we were talking to DJ Zerk the other day. I was telling him about me remembering when I was younger, and all of a sudden one day at school everybody had 3 6 Mafia's album, and then all of a sudden everybody was just, the Memphis rap scene just took over St. Louis, and it still does today. It still gets bumped all the time. Blows people's speakers out.
So Chuck D was talking about that because one of the main songs that influenced Memphis rap scene was by a band called the Showboys, and in Memphis, we call the song Trigger Man, but it's properly called drag rap. And it came out on Profile on Run DMC's label because the Showboys grew up in Hollis with Run DMC. But it was like on a compilation obscure record. Our local DJ Spanish Fly started playing that record in clubs. And it not only influenced the Memphis rap scene, it also influenced New Orleans bounce music. Because they sampled the same record, and Chuck D was actually one of the first major artists to talk about that record, even before it got big in Memphis. And he reminded me of that. He was like, "You remember the Showboys?" Because this is the first time I met Chuck was in New York I used to be a rapper a long time ago. Dinosaurs Roamed the Earth. And I shot my video in New York, and the Showboys were in my video, and that's the first time I met Chuck D. So it's a lot of moments like that are just like full circle. I'm like, Chuck, it's like 30 years later.
Right.
Here we are.
Yeah, it's really great to see some of these guys who have been around for a while, because I mean they looked like, as good as they've ever looked when they were playing last night. They were on fire the whole time. So it's just so great to see it. All right, lastly, we'll finish up with this. You've seen it all in Memphis. You've seen all the music. You've heard everybody that's come out here. What's something that's exciting you, and like, what's the feel on the music scene in Memphis currently with the newcomers and everybody that's coming up?
Man, I think we have, it's still exciting. I'm real happy about the success of Glorilla. She's just like breaking records everywhere. Our hip hop music is just really controlling the world. Everybody's, if they're not sampling Memphis records, they're making the records sound like Memphis records. So I'm really excited about that. A lot of the bands we have amazing bands like Lucero, North Mississippi All Stars, still doing amazing stuff. And some of the OG local legends, Bobby Rush, still making records. He just did a record with Kenny Wayne Shepherd, the High Rhythm Section, and Carla Thomas, William Bell. All these guys are still touring, making records. I'm real excited about newcomer Lina Beach that performed on Friday. She's an up-and-coming singer-songwriter. Taliba Safaya. We've got Southern Avenue just put out a new album. They've been touring with Willie Nelson and Bob Dylan. And, I remember, when these girls were singing at DKDC, just 4 or 5 years ago. And they go on to be Grammy nominated and opening the shows for all these legends. So I think I'm really excited about the future of Memphis music, because we have so much so much of the youth is really studying the music and into it and has a true passion.
Right. Yeah. I mean, is there an issue with the fact that, nationally, Nashville, in terms of Tennessee music, gets a lot of the recognition? Because that's where so many people, they say you got to go there, but there's so much going on here. I mean, why
Yeah,
not come to
and
Memphis?
Nashville historically has had the business because BMI is
Yeah.
there, and a lot of the labels are there. Nashville, they've always had more of the business, but Memphis was always where we had the talent, and I don't mind Nashville getting some glory, but
Yeah.
Memphis
But,
is still
give Memphis what
Memphis
credit
is
it
still
needs to.
yeah,
Yeah.
Memphis is still coming.
All right. Well, hey, I know you're always working on something. What's the hot new thing Boo Mitchell's working on right now? Give us a little scoop
Oh
that people might not
God.
be super aware of.
Oh my God. So just did the Sinners movie. What else we got? Lina Beach's album is coming out. I'm also working. There might be a NLE Chopper Boo Mitchell
Oh.
collaboration,
Oh,
according to a phone
Let's
call
check
I
that
got today. So look for that. Look for that.
yeah. Well, we can't wait for that. Well, Boo, thank you so much for coming and taking some time to talk with us, man. We appreciate everything you've done in every aspect of everything you have done, and it was an honor to get to sit here and talk with
Man,
you.
honor
Stand here and talk.
is mine.
Hey,
Thank
man,
you, brother.
good to
Yes,
meet you.
sir. Yes,
Thank you
sir.
so much.
Yes, sir.
Ladies and gentlemen, Boo Mitchell, go. Oh, where can people find you? Where can they see you online and figure out what, see what you got coming up next?
So my Instagram is Boo Mitchell Memphis, BOO Mitchell Memphis, and find me there.
All right. Well, you heard it here first, guys. Go check them out. Go check out all the bands that we're bringing to you and showing you throughout the weekend here at Riverbeat Fest. And until next time, we will catch you later. There you have it, everybody. Two amazing conversations. Such a great time. We're so excited to bring you all the things that we got to capture while we were down in Memphis. We'll be breaking those up and giving them out to you periodically. But yeah, part one of our road trip series interviews out. I hope you enjoyed it, and we're going to be coming back soon with some local peeps. We have so many big announcements coming up. We're going to be making some on the podcast, some on the pages, so make sure at the very least you're checking us out on Instagram and TikTok at The Scene 314 for everything coming up. But for now, once again, thank you all so much for joining us and being a part of these lovely conversations, and we can't wait to bring more to you. So that's it for this week, y'all. Until next time, as we always say here, we will check you later.